Hello, my name is Gilbert, and today I will be talking about the UDP hole punching. As you can see here, a GNS network topology is created in order to test the techniques in a virtual environment. In order for this to work, two routers need to be configured and three clouds which will represent the three virtual machines. Both of the routers are behind a net configuration, as you can see over here. Now, let's take a look at the virtual machines, shall we? First, let's go on the server. We can see that the server is listening on port 354 and below a UDP socket is created. When the code is executed, the script will display a message saying that it is listening on that port plus the port number. If we see here, if we take a look at this chunk, we can see where the IP and port of both clients is coming from, and after 2, it will stop. If we go down a bit more, here is where the IP and port of both clients will be stored. And if we go for the very last, here we can see where the server sends the information of one client, for example this client A, sends to the opposite client, sends to client B in our case. Now, I will execute the code and the following will occur. As you can see here, as I stated before, it will display a message saying listening on the port and the port number, which in our case is 354. Now, let's go on client A. As observed here, we can see where the server IP and port is stored. And a UDP socket is created here, and hello packets are being sent to the server. If the socket fails to be created, the following message will appear. This is where the information about the peer is being stored and which is sent from the server. As we can see here, this is where the peer is trying to communicate with the other one, and the IP and port of the other peer is saved here. In the last bit of client A, we can see that 100 messages are being sent to the other peer, and they are saying hello from your client A. And to know whether the packets are being sent or not, client A will display saying sending as well. If I execute this, nothing will show for now, but if we go to the server, we can see that the IP and port of client A are being stored. Now let's go on client B. As one can note, this is almost identical to client A, with just a slight difference, which is that it has its own IP and port stored in the script as well. It is also creating a UDP socket like client A, and is also sending hello packets to the server, and is displaying the message if the socket fails. Down here we can see that it is also communicating with the other peer, and here we can see that the data of the other peer is being stored. Now, let's execute this code. And first, take a look at the server. As you can see, the server is storing both of the IP and port of client A and client B. And if we hop on client A, we can see that it is displaying the message saying sending. As you can see from the number here, it will stop at 100. And if we go on client B, we can see that a message is displayed saying hello from your peer, client A. Thanks for watching. This has been UDP hole punching.